Now we're going to tell you about why the ground game is so important in MMA. And we're going to profile Coach Dave Womack. He's got tons of credentials, and Hella knows all about it. Right?
Yeah.
Hella?
Yeah. Well, he's a 3rd-degree black belt in Sambo, and he's a Lloyd Irving black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and he's a black belt in Judo, and a black belt in open style karate. And he's a retired fighter.
There's only like 2 or 3 guys in the country that have that kind of credentials. It's amazing that you knew all that, Hella.
I know. It's pretty crazy.
Dave Womack exceeds at just pulling off like nasty throws on people, like things that you've kind of seen in textbooks, you've seen people teach in seminars, but like you don't see it actually apply in the real world. Womack will toss you with it.
My most favorite Womack moment is when the dude caught him in the arm bar, he picks him up and sets his face on the ground and drops a knee on it like 3 times. That was the most crucial Womack moment I ever remember.
The reason you gotta come in and train with Dave, this is why I love going to Dave's tournaments. It was a picture of Dave, and he had another judo black belt, and he had him, and it looked like a hip toss or Richmond, I couldn't tell, but he threw him, and the guy's legs were perpendicular with the ceiling, and it was pretty sweet. But you know, I've seen Dave do some crazy stuff.
Comes in wearing Hawaiian shirts, cowboy hats, bringing a ukulele, just someone you wouldn't expect to know the amount of information, the amount of knowledge this guy has is unparalleled to anybody.
Yeah, it definitely disarms you. It's kind of got like a Dave Womack doesn't know what that does, and then he just like taps you out with something like, what was that? He's like, yeah, I don't know, just made that up.
Thank you enough, Coach. You're the reason part of the reason I'm going to be succeeding in the near future.
I would just say thanks for all the support, more than being a coach, being a big brother, and always being there for us. You're the greatest.
Sei obrigado, Dave Womack. Tudo que eu aprendi, devo a você. Muito obrigado.
Dave, thanks for all your years of training, and I hope we get years more.
David Womack's martial arts bio. David Womack had always been drawn to the world of grappling and martial arts. Growing up in Richmond, Virginia, he started wrestling in 1980, competing for various teams including AAU Longdale, Moody Middle School, and LC Bird HS. After high school, David was craving some competition in his life. He tried joining a couple wrestling clubs, but the adults at the club were there to coach, not wrestle. After a few weeks of being a tackling dummy for some heavyweight 12-year-olds, David was feeling pretty discouraged. But then he saw the first 2 Ultimate Fighting challenges and it blew his mind. He had never considered choking or joint manipulation while wrestling. It was like the next level of grappling. So, he set out on a journey to find a martial arts school that taught that style. He researched and checked out a bunch of dojos, but the closest he found was an Aikido school. He trained there a couple times, but it just wasn't what he was looking for. But he was ready for something and was just about to sign up when something lucky happened. He was at the gym, Body Creations, pushing weights around when he overheard someone mention shoot fighting, Ken Shamrock, to the gym manager, Kirby K. David looked up and saw a flyer for a shoot fighting program on the bulletin board. He introduced himself to the coach, Gary Miles, and expressed interest in the program. Gary invited him to come by train, and the next day, in June 1995, David nervously showed up to train with Gary and the guys. Even though David felt as if he could out-wrestle all of them, he was made to tap out 5 or more times. He thought that it was amazing that they were able to beat him with these techniques. From that day on, David was obsessed and was the first one to show up and the last one to leave every day they trained. And that's how David found his passion for martial arts. It only deepened as he began to branch out into different styles. He achieved black belt ranks in Judo, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and American Open-style karate, and even became a 3-time National Sombo Champion. But it wasn't just competing that David was passionate about, he also loved to teach. Over the years, he coached at various locations including Total Victory MMA, Combat Sports Center, Prodigy Martial Arts, and M.O.D. Martial Arts. He also gave self-defense seminars and taught at daycares and recreation centers. Sambo/Sambo. 1997 AAU Combat Sambo Eastern Region Championships 180.5 pounds. First place. 1997 AAU Sambo Pan American Championships 180.5 pounds. Second place. 1997 AAU Sambo National Championships 180.5 pounds. Second place. 1997 AAU Combat Sambo National Championships 180.5 pounds. Second place. 1998 AAU Sambo World Cup 180 pounds. First place. 1998 AAU Sambo Grand National Championships 198 pounds. First place. 1998 AAU Combat Sambo National Championships 180.5 pounds. First place. 1998 FIAS Sambo World Championships 98 kilograms. Placed in the 5th and 6th bracket, held in Kaliningrad, Russia. 1999 AAU Combat Sambo National Championships 180.5 pounds. First place. 2002 AAU Sambo National Championships 213 pounds. Second place. 2002 AAU Sambo World Open 213 pounds. Second place. Judo. 1997 Virginia State Games 189 pounds. Brown black belt second place. 1997 Virginia Commonwealth Games 189 pounds. Brown black belt first place. 1997 Virginia Commonwealth Games Most Outstanding Competitor. 1998 Virginia Commonwealth Games 189 pounds. Brown black belt first place. 1999 Virginia Commonwealth Games 189 pounds. Brown black belt first place. 1999 Virginia Commonwealth Games Most Outstanding Competitor. 2002 Virginia State Championships 198 pounds. Brown black belt third place. 2002 Virginia Commonwealth Games 189 pounds. Brown black belt first place. 2004 Virginia State Championships 220 pounds. Brown black belt first place. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. 1996 Yamasaki Dala BJJ Championships 173 pounds. White belt first place. 1997 Gracie Open BJJ Championships 173 pounds. Blue belt first place. 1998 East Coast BJJ Championships 198 pounds. Blue belt first place. 1998 Gene Labels Grapplers Challenge 180 pounds. ADV. BJJ first place. 2002 VA State BJJ Championships Heavyweight Purple Belt first place. 2002 Copa Atlantica BJJ Championships 215 pounds. Purple Belt second place. 2002 Naga Battle at the Beach 3 215 pounds. Brown Belt third place. 2002 Naga North American Grappling Championships BJJ Heavyweight Brown/Black Belt first place. 2003 Dale Earnhardt Grappling Classic BJJ 215 pounds. Brown Belt third place. 2004 Copa Atlantica BJJ Championships 215 pounds. Brown Belt third place. 2004 Pan American BJJ Championships 215 pounds. Brown Belt Masters second place. Freestyle/Traditional Jiu-Jitsu. 1996 Virginia State Sport Jiu-Jitsu Championships 180 pounds. First place. 1996 Virginia State Sport Jiu-Jitsu Championships 180 pounds. Grand Champion. 1997 Virginia State Sport Jiu-Jitsu Championships 180 pounds. First place. 1997 Virginia State Sport Jiu-Jitsu Championships 180 pounds. Grand Champion. 2003 AAU Freestyle Jiu-Jitsu VA State Championships Heavyweight First Place. 2003 AAU Traditional Jiu-Jitsu VA State Championships Heavyweight First Place. 2003 AAU Freestyle Jiu-Jitsu Eastern Region Championships Heavyweight First Place. 2003 AAU Traditional Jiu-Jitsu National Championships Heavyweight First Place. Submission Wrestling / No GI. 1997 New York City Grappling Challenge 200 pounds. Advanced Division Second Place. 2002 NAGA North American Grappling Championships Heavyweight Advanced Division 4th Place. 2002 Grapplers Quest World Championships 190 to 204.9 pounds. Advanced Division 3rd Place. 2007 Mid-Atlantic Grappling Championships, Virginia Beach, Virginia. 125 kilograms 2nd Place. 2007 USA Wrestling Sanctioned World Team Grappling Qualifying Trials. 2nd Place. Wrestling. 1998 Virginia Commonwealth Games 189 pounds. 1st Place. 2002 AAU Grand National Championships 187.5 pounds. Freestyle 2nd Place. 2002 AAU Grand Nationals 187.5 pounds. Greco-Roman 2nd Place. Muay Thai Kickboxing. 2003 WKA USA Muay Thai Kickboxing Nationals 205 pounds. 3rd Place. 2004 WKA USA Low Kick Kickboxing Nationals 205 pounds. 3rd Place. Mixed Martial Arts NHB Record 530. 1996 UOS. Vale Tudo 180 pounds. Champion. 1997 UOS. Vale Tudo 180 pounds. Champion.
Japanese Jiu-Jitsu, also known as Jujutsu or Jiu-Jitsu, is a traditional Japanese martial art that emphasizes the use of joint locks, throws, strikes, and grappling techniques to defeat an opponent. This style of martial art has its origins in the feudal era of Japan and was used by the samurai warriors for hand-to-hand combat. In the late 19th century, a Japanese martial artist named Jigoro Kano studied various forms of Japanese Jiu-Jitsu and sought to modernize and standardize the art. He created a new system called Judo, which incorporated the principles of leverage, efficiency, and mutual welfare and benefit. Judo focused more on throwing techniques and ground grappling, and less on strikes and joint locks. Kano also established the Kodokan, which is still the main headquarters of Judo today. Judo quickly gained popularity in Japan and later spread to other countries around the world. In the early 20th century, a Brazilian named Carlos Gracie learned Judo from a Japanese immigrant named Mitsuyo Maeda. Carlos and his brothers, including Elio Gracie, began to adapt and modify the techniques of Judo to better suit their smaller and weaker physiques. They also developed a new training method that emphasized live sparring and placed less emphasis on competition. This adaptation of Judo became known as Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, BJJ, which emphasizes ground grappling and submissions. The Gracie family began to promote the art through challenge matches and competitions, which helped to establish BJJ as a highly effective martial art. In the 1980s, BJJ began to gain popularity in the United States through the efforts of the Gracie family, particularly Ronin Gracie, who moved to the U.S. and started to teach BJJ. Throughout the 1990s, BJJ continued to gain popularity in the U.S. and around the world. Many notable figures in the martial arts community, such as Royce Gracie and Renzo Gracie, became champions in BJJ competitions and helped to promote the art. Introduction to Sambo, a quick guide. Sambo is a Russian martial art and combat sport that combines elements of judo and wrestling. It is a highly effective form of self-defense and has been used by military and law enforcement agencies around the world. History of Sambo. Sambo was developed by Soviet Red Army officer Vasily Oshchepkov in the early 1920s. Oshchepkov, who was trained in judo and other forms of wrestling, sought to create a new martial art that would be more effective in real-world combat situations. He named the new sport Sambo, which stands for Samozashchita bez orushiya, which means self-defense without weapons in Russian. Techniques of Sambo. Sambo incorporates a wide range of techniques, including throws, holds, and strikes. Some of the most common techniques include throws. Sambo features a variety of throws, including judo-style hip throws, shoulder throws, and leg sweeps. Holds. Sambo also includes a variety of holds and submission techniques, such as joint locks and chokes. The RVA Ronin David Womack. I got into Sambo through my love for grappling. I was always looking for new challenges and ways to improve my skills. When I discovered Sambo, I was immediately drawn to its versatility and effectiveness. It fit in great with my Judo and Jiu-Jitsu training. What sets Sambo apart for me is that it combines elements of Judo, wrestling with leg locks, making it a formidable style. I also appreciate the sport and combat Sambo distinctions. It allows for a wider range of expression and application of the techniques. I think that Sambo is a unique style that offers practitioners of all levels, from those who want to compete in sport Sambo, to those who want to learn how to defend themselves in real-world situations. It's a style that requires discipline, hard work, and dedication, which I think is important for any martial artist. In terms of comparison to other forms of grappling and martial arts, I think Sambo offers a different perspective. It has its own strengths and weaknesses, and I respect that. I think that it's important to explore multiple styles and techniques in order to become a well-rounded grappler. Sambo is a highly effective and versatile martial art that can be used for self-defense, sport, and competition. Its combination of throws, holds, and strikes make it a formidable fighting system, and its training methods help to develop strength, speed, and agility. With a rich history and a worldwide following, Sambo is a martial art that is worth considering for anyone looking to learn a new combat sport.